With the two-week ceasefire between the U.S. and Iran set to expire a week from today, the push for a second round of negotiations between the two countries is intensifying. Thanks for joining us for 2 News at 5 tonight. I'm Heidi Hatch.
And I'm Mark Cabell. The U.S. blockade of Iran's ports now in its second day. U.S. Central Command says no ships from Iran passed through. A U.S. official also says the blockade is being enforced in the Gulf of Oman. In Washington, diplomats from Lebanon and Israel holding direct talks in an effort to end the fighting between Israel and Hezbollah.
This is about bringing a permanent end to 20 or 30 years of Hezbollah's influence in this part of the world and not just the damage it's inflicted on Israel, the damage it's inflicted on the Lebanese people.
President Trump had urged Israel to scale back attacks on Lebanon as the strikes had threatened the ceasefire with Iran. Nearly 400 U.S. service members have been wounded during the Iran war. According to U.S. Central Command, 3 are currently considered in serious condition with wounds.
The war in Iran is being felt back here in Utah. Hill Air Force Base will not be hosting the Warriors over the Wasatch Air Show this year, saying right now there's too much overall stress on the system to support the air show.
Yeah, and this event, which happens every other year, generates an estimated $50 million in revenue.
Liv Kelleher joins us from just outside the base tonight. And Liv, how could this impact people and businesses in the area?
Well, Heidi, one small business that I spoke to say they see a significant spike in business every time this show happens, with an estimated 200 to 300,000 people in the area during the 2-day course of that show. They say it also is a good pride and joy booster for people in this community, something that they will be missing this year. Something Wicked Coffee in Clearfield is a veteran-owned business and community gathering space. Owner Karen Blackwood says during the air show, she gets a mix of out-of-state visitors and local military families visiting her shop. She says it's good for business and good for morale. In a press release, Hill Air Force Base said this change is a direct result of the need to prioritize resources for critical ongoing operations. To be in a military community, what do you think the reaction is going to be amongst people who are living here or living on the base?
Well, disappointment, very much, especially for business owners. For family members, I'm sure that they're going to feel a little fear right now if their loved one is in a deployable status, and maybe not even deployable status, but if they're somehow connected with the military, I'm sure that there's a little bit of fear. If this escalates, more and more people will be sent over.
The show was originally scheduled for the end of June, over 2 months from now. At a press conference today, I asked if this move indicates the base is preparing to lend more resources to military efforts in Iran. Kevin Ireland, who is the executive director of the Airshow Foundation, said he could not speak directly to that, but this was a result of the overall taxation on the military system, not just the tensions in Iran.
Yeah, it is a big disappointment. We were taken back a little bit, but you know, with the mission that needs to be done by Hill Air Force Base, that always comes first, and we're here to support Hill in that regard.
Now, the base is not calling this a cancellation, but a postponement. The show will return in June of 2027. Reporting live at Hill Air Force Base, Liv Kelleher, KUTV 2 News.
Liv, thank you. The air show generates a $50 million economic impact to the state every time it's in town. It draws around 500,000 people over 2 days. It was last held in 2024.